No, that's not true. Coughlin said, if you're early, you're late.
That guy doesn't know anything. He's not even working anymore.
I'm sure he's somewhere.
Nah.
He's a consultant.
What value does he have anymore? Like, his style of coaching doesn't work anymore. That yelling in your face, screaming at these players, like, the people don't respond to that anymore.
I don't know if he screamed.
That David Goggins, like, you know, that drill sergeant mentality, this new age of people, they don't respond to that fear and that yelling and that screaming. Like, that's an old...
So the new Chicago Bear quarterback, your number 1 draft pick, you know, he comes in.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
He's soft.
I know.
There's no way that he...
You know what he said he wanted in his contract?
You know, ownership.
Ownership.
He was ownership.
Yeah.
And he's done nothing yet.
George Halas is coming back from the dead to slap him in the head.
That guy, the first time you yell at him, he quits altogether and says, I'm done. Like, but that's the new future. And so you have to motivate these athletes with different mindset.
How do you motivate an athlete like that?
You have to motivate them you have to coach them with them. You have to let them believe that they are limitless and that they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. And then you empower them to chase that dream, but they have to do it from inside. You can't just yell and scream at them anymore.
Coach Sapp will take care of that.
Coach Sapp that mentality doesn't work anymore. That old locker room mentality.
I don't know if he's not going to coach that way. I don't think he is.
For Warren?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's going to coach. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I've done.
Yeah.
I know where I've been. And if you follow what I'm saying, you may be able to follow.
That works if there was an NIL deal involved. But when you got a quarterback who's making $5 million a year or a defensive end making $3 million a year and you got a coach who's making $150,000 as a salary.
I think in Colorado it's different because who the coach is.
Yeah.
You know, the quarterback, obviously, it's his dad.
Right.
You know, so he's going to listen to his dad. Granted, he's driving a Rolls Royce. I mean, I get that.
Right.
No, I get that.
And he has multiple Rolls Royces. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a Rolls Royce. It's
You know,
like a fleet.
but it's still it's different than Caleb, whose dad is not Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
You know, it's his dad's friend who's in the Hall of Fame as well. You know, now he's been brought up. Don't kid yourself. Star-studded, blah 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 blah. I think it is different. I think he's listening differently. There's different discussions when it's your dad than just a coach.
Sure. But I just think
and
that
your dad's prime time.
But when the NIL deals, it changes everything. And
No, for sure.
That's why your Nick Sabans and all your legendary coaches are now stepping aside because they don't have the control anymore. They don't have the ability to control.
Yes and no. Only because according to Nick Saban, I'm native, so I understand.
You are native.
He said that he walked away because when Alabama lost, nobody was upset about it. Now, it may come from NILs and stuff,
For sure.
but he didn't announce the retirement earlier. He didn't announce it until after that game. So either he can keep stuff really close to his chest or get all the money you can, but at least want to win. At least have the desire. Be pissed off when you lose. I mean, I know one thing, and I'm maybe not happy about it. I'm an awful loser.
Yeah.
You know, back when I played and when we lost, and it bothered me.
Sure.
You know, if we went out and played the best we could, but we were so cocky, there was a lot of cockiness on our team. We went years without a loss, and I was glad we lost, but still upset that we lost.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think you see that anymore. I mean, like you said, how many times Marcus Davis, you know, big baby, you know, like, hey, this is just my job. I'm good at it.
That was Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones. Like
Marcus Davis is an MMA fighter.
That's right. Like, this is what I do. This is what I'm good at. This is what I get paid to do.
Well, but he took it serious. Don't think that he didn't take it serious. It was his life to play football. He just didn't love the game. You can be good at your profession and not love what you do. Unfortunately, you're neither good at your profession or love what you do.
Now, what do you think about the safety helmet caps being allowed and permitted during the NFL regular season games in lieu of player safety?
And lawsuits. You don't think lawsuits has something to do with it? And all the lawsuits that are still out there?
And the Dolphins quarterback has had serious concussions already at a young age.
Let's go ahead and break in case
Our radio.
It is.
And
Ilia Topuria believes he'll be the world's highest paid athlete in 2025.
I mean,
I like the guy. I like him.
I don't think there's enough money in Spain to even make that claim.
I don't see it.
I don't think he's going to have that kind of global star power. I mean, obviously Spanish. You know,
Can he play soccer?
Maybe.
No, I don't think he can, which means he's not going to make that kind of money.
I mean, I mean, it'd be hard to beat Conor McGregor. I mean, what Conor did in Ireland, like, you know, it became a global sensation. I don't see Spain backing their fighter like that. It's not a big a sport over there. It's soccer, it's bull running, it's what else do Spanish people play?
Soccer.
Well, football.
Yeah, football.
But it's just a different culture.
Who's the Spanish soccer player?
Ronaldo,
I don't know which one it is. I mean, I get a.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think it is Ronaldo. Ronaldo, this says, makes 136 million a year, and Topuria makes 350,000.
Yeah. So it's going to take a while to get to that level. But I mean, great aspirations.
No, for sure.
You gotta have a dream.
No, and awesome dude. I think he's a quality fighter.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
I mean, the Matador. I mean, he's got a great nickname. But I just don't see. I don't see the fanfare for the country of Spain. I just don't see it. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I mean, nobody really made it out. I mean, look, the Italian fighters. There's been some. They don't really. Even champions. I got a Poland. Blachowicz and all those guys. Like they never really got that star power, and they were the champion, the best in the world from their country.
Joanna did.
Johanna Jurkovic?
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for butchering her name. She'll still kick your butt. I think she changed her name to Joanna Champion because nobody could pronounce her last name.
It's a lot of Z's and C's.
But she got the recognition. I think she got the money. She was dominant.
But to be top of the world, like what was the statement? The number one athlete?
No, he says he believes he'll be the world's highest paid athlete in 2025.
There's not a chance.
No, zero chance.
I mean, the UFC fighters aren't even the highest paid athletes in the world. I mean, LeBrons and the Tigers and
the Ronaldos.
Charlie Woods makes more money than.
Yeah, Charlie probably does.
I mean, so I mean, I just don't see it. But it's a great.
Daly's kid probably.
His
does.
confidence is great.
No.
You got to believe in yourself. I support that all day. I just don't think reality is going to match up to that statement. But hey, if you want to make $150 million in a year and you fall short and you only make $100 million, you still win.
If you make $1 million, you still win.
I mean, look at Alexander Hamilton. I mean, like the Formula One race car driver.
I'm like, the Broadway guy?
Those guys are making crazy money. Like Formula One, they're just some sports that just pay obscene money.
The
Boxing,
soccer stuff, or in your words, football.
Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson. I mean, Jake Paul becomes the number one athlete in the world this year. Like, as far as money and revenue.
You think? What's he making for this fight?
It's got to be massive.
I mean, it's massive, but it's still not these 5 or 6 footballers.
I mean, if Conor McGregor made $100 million to fight Floyd Mayweather, what's Jake Paul Tyson worth? It's got to be $100+ million minimum.
So it's a win-win no matter what.
Oh,
Paul wins or loses.
No question.
He takes the $100 million and never bothers with all you knuckleheads anymore.
He would do it for a fighter. He wants the fighter pay to go up. He wants the fighters to get more money. I mean,
but this isn't going to do anything.
It adds fuel to the fire.
It doesn't, because just like you just said, Topuria is never going to make that money, and he's the UFC champion. Here, Paul is doing these exhibitions, who I like both of the Paul brothers. I don't have a problem with any of this, but they're making the money because of who they are.
Well, and that's why you see the Influence Fighter series like growing in popularity. There's a new one starting tomorrow here in Tampa. It's the new Influence series. Like, it's influencers and celebrities, and I mean, even at BKFC, the biggest storyline coming out of there, behind Conor McGregor being who buys the BKFC.
The new owner. Didn't you just show me he owns the?
Bryce Hall, a TikTok YouTube star, got into a fight in this, media section or in the VIP section on the stage, and now that is the biggest storyline coming out of the BKFC event.
Who did he get in a tussle with?
Some other guy that a lot of people know. I don't know his name. Daytona or Dakota. I don't know.
So two TikTokers.
But two TikTokers stole the thunder from legitimate fighters in Los Angeles.
So this is the second time Conor stole the thunder.
Uh,
The one where he was at, which was the